Family Feud host Steve Harvey keeps things entertaining using his comic timing and straight-faced reactions, even when he comes across stupid answers and clueless contestants. The show's quirky survey questions typically don't require critical thinking as they are relatively easy to answer. But even then, some contestants struggle to come up with simple answers, prompting Harvey to simply throw up his arms or cards to be precise. During an episode, Harvey called two contestants from each team for a face-off at the podium. Christine, representing the Kang family, was up against Nick, representing the Fields family. With everything set, Harvey told the two players that they had to fill the blank space in _______ Hope. Nick was the first to hit the buzzer, and he came up with a bizarre answer, top. Surprisingly, Harvey didn't roast the player as he turned to the board, which didn't feature the response. The host then turned to Christine, who came up with an even weirder answer and said, crop top. This shocked Harvey as he stared blankly at the contestant. Her answer, too, did not show up amongst the top responses in the survey. Harvey then went to Jocelyn of the Fields family, who followed the footsteps of Christine and said, drop top. This, too, wasn't on the board, and the turn went to Tajai of the Kang family, who made a decent guess and said, big hop. While it was the most sensible answer so far, it did not show up on the board either. By this time, everyone in the studio, including Harvey, was eager to hear the most obvious word. To express his frustration, the host threw his cards on the floor and stood in the middle with his hands in his pocket. The next player from the Fields family, Marvin, too, had a different answer. The elderly contestant answered bunny hop, which finally showed up on the board at the top spot. Thus, the Fields family got to play the question and win some points. Before going over to the team, Harvey crossed his arms and said, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. He then repeated the question to Erica, who finally said the word that Harvey had been wanting to hear. Hip-hop, she mentioned with a big smile, prompting a quick thank you from Harvey. The answer showed up on the second spot, and the turn went to the next player, Aaron. Aaron answered with car hop, which earned the team their first strike. Next up was Mick again, who completely blanked out before saying mop. Did you say mop? Harvey asked the player with a disappointed look on his face. Quite obviously, the answer did not feature on the board. Jocelyn then came to the rescue of the team and answered with I hope. Harvey, too, was energized by the answer as he said, girl, you a better shot. We talking about the pancake house. The answer won the team some points, which were ultimately lost as Marvin earned the third strike with the answer dance hop.